You never want to find yourself out on the water fishing without the essentials. So it's best to always pack a Columbia PFG Solar Stream Elite hoodie to protect against the sun. I mean, it provides great protection and it's really breathable so you don't get hot. That's a win-win. Columbia PFG has a lot of great gear. So before you head out on the water, head over to Columbia.com/PFG to shop their performance fishing gear.
Hey, it's Will Friedle.
And Sabrina Bryan.
And we're the hosts of the new podcast, Magical Rewind.
You may know us from some of your favorite childhood TV movies like My Date with the President's Daughter.
And the Cheetah Girls movies.
Together, we're sitting down to watch all the movies you grew up with and chat with some of your favorite stars and crew that made these iconic movies happen.
So kick back, grab your popcorn, and join us. Listen to Magical Rewind on the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts. Brought to you by State Farm. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
How did it feel getting out there with the pads?
Oh, I love it, man. Anytime you can play football and put the pads on, it just clicks something different inside most people like me, and it just amplifies it a lot more. I had so much fun out there today.
What do you think it says that you got so much run clearly as the top slot today in today's practice?
So much run?
Playing time.
Oh, it's just another day of going out there competing. I mean, I don't think of it as where I'm at. It's more as with the reps I do get, make them count the most. I don't really care what I run with, whatever makes this team go better.
You agree that you've made some plays early in camp?
I mean, yeah, I've made some plays. I mean, it shows my hard work I put in and what I'm trying to get done. But yeah, I've been making plays, but I feel like there's so much more I still can do.
Even though you haven't played a game yet, do you feel like this game here is faster, or has it slowed down yet for you since you last played football?
Definitely. It's been so fast, especially with the talent of guys. You're in a new level, and the efficiency and the attention to detail is so much higher. Where there's so much going on, especially at that nickel at one time, where it's like, oh, bam, 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 but it's like in 2 seconds. So you got to think, make a play, move on, then try also be in the right spot to make a play. So, I mean, yeah, it's faster, but it's going to slow down eventually. So I'm just taking my time and learning everything.
Who have you been leaning on to learn from?
There's a lot of guys, in different aspects, but from my position, you have guys like Nick McLeod and Isaiah Simmons. Those two guys, they're older. They've been doing it, especially Nick. He teaches me so much. Anytime I have a question, I go ask him. He's been nothing but a great, leader and role model for me.
You ever seen a nickel as big as Isaiah Simmons?
No. And in the spring, whenever he was, he wasn't, in the spring, I was looking at it, I was just like, how's he going to do this? He's just so big. And I'm like, but you see him out there covering guys like Wandale and whatnot. It's surprising, but he's a freak of nature, and he's blessed for the talents that he do got.
How's it going? How's it against Malik?
Oh, that kid's a baller. And, I've been around him some reps and stuff, and you just try to emphasize the detail, but you're gonna go see a guy like Malik every week of the season. So going against him in a practice I know what to expect. They got him at 6 for a reason, and he proved he's a baller. So you kind of expect that every week of the season with different guys. So it's great work every week, every day.
What are your impressions of Coach Jerome Henderson?
Oh yeah, Rome. He's a great coach. When I came in, I haven't had a coach like him, I would say, but he's so straightforward and, he's so knowledgeable, where every day I'm in there, I just learn to shut up and listen to everything he says. There's sometimes he's like, but there is no buts here. It's like he knows what he's talking about, so rely on him and listen to him. But he's been a great coach.
Do you find it hard to shut up?
I'm one of those kids that likes to ask questions, and I'm antsy. So there's times where I'm just like, but if I did this would be like, no. Our playbook is this and what we have. So if you do this and be in the right position, I trust them. A play is going to come to me if I'm in the right spot.
Drew, what skills does it take to be a good run defender in the NFL? It seems like you've been shooting some of the gaps and stopping guys for losses here.
Yeah, I think the main thing is wanting to. I'm glad we got pads on today, because now you can actually go put your body on somebody. And I feel like coming in here, that's one of the main reasons why they got me here is my physicality. And so today something just sparked in me. I was just like, man, if I go shoot, I'm gonna hit somebody. And my first rep in the backfield, coach was like, you didn't do enough. And I thought it was a little thud up. So then the second one I kind of went too hard. But I think the main thing is just, it's really just the will, like you want to go do it. You know, you got that mentality, it's going to happen every time.
You talked about how things speed up for the nickel and how much you have to process in such a quick time. Does your mentality help in that situation, that you're constantly thinking and your mind's moving about as fast as you want it to?
Yeah. So like especially with the way I think, with how I want to be a perfectionist, but I'm always so fast. Like my mind's always moving every part of the day. So when you get to something like that, it's the same thing, kind of like as I do in my own time, which everything's just so fast and moving. You got to be quick on everything. So it kind of translates to how I am to the position I play. And then you got guys in that back and that defense that like, they make me, like I got to do better in some things. They make me be better. So like Bobby and Jay Penn, like I think it's every single play. They're in my ear, like we need to hear you got to say this, you got to say that. And it's things I need to learn where eventually they don't have to tell me. But I'm getting there and I'm just happy to each day is getting better.
How do you balance the two and pull them together where you're overthinking, but it's a reactionary side of the ball? How you get them to be on the same page?
I don't know. It's one of those things where it just happens. Like most times out there, like for example, yesterday I made a play on a screen, but it was really just like, we have the play call, you're thinking so much about what could happen. But at the end of the day, it's trusting your gut and just, if you feel like you can make a play, go make the play. So it's things like that. You just gotta trust yourself where you may overthink, but just do it. Like if you're gonna mess up or do something, do it at 100%. That's what I've been told. So that's the mentality I have.
The following is a high five moment from highfivecasino.com.
Welcome to Burger Yippee. Would you like a hot apple pie today?
Yes, yeah, I won! Woohoo!
So that's a yes on the apple pie?
I just went big time playing High Five Casino on my phone. Real cash prizes, free daily rewards, over 1,200 games. Yeah!
So yes or no on the apple pie?
Whoa! I won again!
I'll take that as a yes. Drive around.
Have you had your high five moment today? Only at highfivecasino.com.
High Five Casino is a social casino. No purchase necessary. Void where prohibited. Play responsibly. Conditions apply. See website for details.
High Five Casino. State Farm and DJ Dramos from Life as a Gringo know making smarter financial moves today secures your financial freedom for a successful tomorrow.
Now we have a level of privilege that our parents never had. So what do we do with it, right? How do we utilize the opportunities that we have that they don't, right? And a lot of that is educating ourselves on how to not make the same mistakes they did.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. State Farm, proud sponsor of My Cultura Podcast Network.